Around the Department of Defense this week. This is your DoD Weekly News Recap.
The nominations are in. I'm Petty Officer Second Class James Bliley. Navy Admiral William Moran and Marine Corps Lieutenant General David Berger spoke at the Senate Armed Services Committee as nominees for top brass. Moran, if confirmed, will be the 32nd Chief of Naval Operations.
And I'm grateful for the confidence expressed by the President of the United States, our Acting Secretary of Defense Shanahan, Secretary Spencer, and of course, our Chief of Naval Operations, Admiral John Richardson. The opportunity to continue serving this country is, frankly, deeply humbling.
If he's confirmed, Berger will be the 38th Commandant of the Marine Corps.
I am grateful to this committee for your resolve and your unwavering support for our service members and, as the Ranking Member Reed said, for their families. Our men and women in uniform need to know that their nation is fully behind them, and your actions reflect that steadfast support from our citizenry.
Undersecretary of Defense for Acquisition and Sustainment Ellen Lord met with representatives from the Defense Department and private sector at the inaugural DoD Public-Private Talent Exchange. This program arranges for high-performing employees to swap roles. The idea is to help DoD employees better understand the private market, while private sector employees get a chance to see the military decision-making process. Participants in this acquisition-focused exchange will gain a better understanding of each other's business operations and share innovative, best practices to improve their organizations and future partnerships. The Vice Chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff says Americans need to understand the strategic reasoning behind the U.S. nuclear triad and what those capabilities mean to the nation and the world. At a Strategic Deterrent Coalition Symposium in Arlington, Virginia, Air Force General Paul Selva said the U.S. must maintain a credible, safe, and secure nuclear arsenal until a set of protocols can be negotiated globally that rid the world of nuclear weapons. The general says parts of the delivery system for the nuclear triad were built decades ago, and modernization is in the cards to ensure the reliability of the deterrent and to keep up with threats from nuclear powers. The Coast Guard commissioned its newest ship for its fast response cutter fleet during a May 1st ceremony at Coast Guard Sector San Diego in California.
Coast Guard cutter Benjamin Bottoms is the last of 4 fast response cutters that are going to be home ported here in Coast Guard District 11, just north of here in San Pedro, California.
The Coast Guard cutter Benjamin Bottoms is designed for multiple missions, including search and rescue, national defense, drug and migrant interdiction, and security for ports, waterways, and the coast.
The ship before you is, simply put, a leap in Coast Guard capability. It's faster and can get on scene sooner than any other patrol boat that came before it. This cutter will keep us ready. We'll be better at rescuing mariners in distress, protecting our precious fisheries and natural resources, and guarding our maritime borders.
That's your DoD News Weekly Recap. I'm Petty Officer Second Class James Bliley. You can find more stories about your military at defense.gov and by using hashtag KnowYourMil.